Unfortunately, not every story is a success story, but in every failure in a franchise, there usually is a lesson to be learned. I worked with a man who was retired military, so he spent 20 years in the military. He got out of the military and spent, 10 or 12 years in a corporate sales job. So he had great communication skills, great interpersonal skills. These are all things that contribute to someone being very successful in a franchise. So we found him a great sales and marketing driven company, and he loved the business, but he was going into more of a proven business in his market. So his backyard where he lived was already taken. So we were trying to teach him what makes a good territory. He had to drive kind of through somebody else's territory to get to the open territory. And from day one, the territory was an issue for him. No matter how many times we tried to tell him, the franchisor isn't going to sell you a lemon territory. The territory demographically is going to be as good as where you live. In his mind, he believed that territory was secondary to the market that he lived in. 18 months later, the franchisor called me back and said, "Would you like to resell his territory?" I was like, "What? Did he sell it?" Nope, he just closed his doors. He walked away. He never even called me, asked me to help him sell it. I guess because he knew I'd probably beat him up a little bit about walking away from his business, at least not trying to salvage something and get some money back from it. But I said, of course I want to sell it, because in my mind, I knew it wasn't the franchisor and it wasn't the territory. It was what he believed about that territory that created what he got. So this time I was able to find a candidate who lived in that territory. So he didn't have any of that head trash about that territory being a secondary market. That franchisee went on to become Rookie of the Year in that same territory that the first guy that I placed in it would have told you was why he couldn't be successful. It was a real eye-opening experience to me when you hear franchisors say, "We don't sell lemon territories. The territories all look the same." This was a pure example of how the franchisee makes the territory. The territory does not make the franchisee.